Okay, so I have last year I used Google Classrooms and it worked out really well. The students were familiar with it. It's pretty user friendly, so I decided that this upcoming school year I also want to utilize Google Classroom. There are a couple of things though that I'm still a little concerned about because I don't necessarily know how I'm gonna be separating everything. Last school year, I basically separated every single thing by day. So, everything was just like, if we go down here. So, this is the work for the 16th of May. It would tell them or give them directions. It would give them the questions or the assignments and then a reading that they had to complete. Even when they're learning vocab, I would give them the vocab, but again, it was just kind of organized by day. So if the students were absent, on the 8th of May, then they would scroll down to the 8th of May. Now, that's totally fine, and it seems like it's not a big deal, so the students can just, get whatever information they missed by looking through it. But I would obviously have the students that missed something in February. So they would have to scroll all the way down, let it, load until February came up. And obviously that took a super long time and it was just difficult. So I, for the most part, had to just find the assignment and just either find the assignment, which would take me, a significant amount of time, or I could just go through and reassign it for just one student, which is what I mostly ended up doing. But I kind of don't like how it's organized, so I would like for it to be organized a little bit differently. So for now, I'm trying to figure out how to organize my class. So the 3 or the 6 things that I have are a Padlet. Okay, so we're starting off Spanish or Heritage 1, where we're working on 2 units. The first one is like Unit 0, and that's basically just the geography of Mexico. So figuring out where the different states are, how many states there are in Mexico, having the students look at where they are from, where their parents are from, their peers are from, so on and so forth. And the first unit is the national identity, so of Mexican people. So for that unit, we're going to start off with the national anthem because that's something that a lot of people use to kind of show patriotism. So, like for example, in the United States, you're not considered a patriot if you kneel during the national anthem. People take this to heart, but do they actually know what the national anthem means? So we're trying to we're going to be comparing the US national anthem and the people and how it's perceived versus Mexico, their national anthem, and how it's perceived. So I don't know how I'm going to have this set up. I probably am just going to do the same thing that I did last year. So I would create, like these are just the 3 or the 6 assignments that I have created for the units to hopefully help out with that. So like I know that I can like later on go and I can like in the assignment itself I can edit it and then add these different things on there, but it's just kind of frustrating. So anyway, I have this Padlet created, like where are you from? There is like this thing where they would be looking at where their peers are from, so they're going to be labeling a map. There's an Edpuzzle with the screencast that I made, and it's just a true or false on the Mexican geography. So this one actually might be a lot later than when it's assigned, so it might be like 2 weeks after, because it's going to take a while for students to kind of memorize the states, the Mexican states. And then we move on to the national anthem, which is here, and they have to copy the vocab from Quizlet. There is a national anthem introduction, so they have an article that they have to read, and then they have to answer some questions on Google Forms. And then lastly, It's just a discussion question, that talks about whether it's important or not to know the actual meaning of the national anthem. Like, should Americans or Mexicans take the time to actually know what the national anthem means? And that's basically it. So this is what I have so far. Yeah, that's that.